Go best friend, that's my best friend.
What's up, y'all? I am Kiera.
And I'm Marcus.
So today we decided to do a Q&A video just so we can try to connect with you guys more, so you can learn more about us and hopefully we can learn more about you. Most of the questions came from our
Facebook and our Instagram.
Let's get started.
First question, when do y'all plan on getting out of Memphis?
As soon as possible. And that's not bad. We love our city, we do. We just feel like we need to be in a place where we can be uncomfortable and grow. So ideally, 2018.
I share the same sentiments, obviously, but I feel like I've done all that I can do in Memphis, our hometown. And like she said, I feel like we would be a bit more challenged to do more things in another city, whether that's like finding a new church, finding more friends, networking with different people, doing more things within that particular city, just so that we can get exposed to a different environment. And like I said, I'm looking for a challenge. We're looking for a challenge. It'll probably be after we graduate from our different programs this December.
Is Nashville still a prospect after school?
Nashville is a realistic prospect. We're open to living wherever God takes us. We've talked about different cities that we would like to move to, but realistically, I guess I don't want to say realistically, but we would like to move. If we can move somewhere within Tennessee, that's not Memphis or somewhere else, we'll pick Nashville. But
we're open to other parts of the U.S. as well.
Which was more challenging between undergrad and postgrad? So this is a college question. I think that question depends on who you ask, though. Like what different programs you're doing. I think that I did a bachelor's of English in undergrad, and most of my classes were centralized on like a lot of reading and a lot of writing, to the point where you kind of grow accustomed to writing and reading a lot. So now my program is leadership and policy study. It's a lot of reading and writing with that, and I feel like I wrote more in my English classes than I did with this class. It's still hard, it's not like it's an easy thing, but I've grown accustomed to doing a lot of writing. If I had to pick one between grad and undergrad, I would say that grad is easy because I'm focusing more on what I actually want to do for my career, instead of taking like with undergrad, you got other classes you gotta take, math, science and electives and all the other stuff. And then you have way more classes, so an undergrad program might be 120 hours. My program for my master's is just 36.
And it's more concentrated.
Yeah, it's more concentrated, it's more footwork, but at the same time, it's a bit more manageable to deal with than having to deal with so many different things that have nothing to do with each other, compared to where in your master's, everything kind of like is used in another class some way or another.
Like Marcus said, it pretty much depends on who you're asking and what your undergraduate degree was in. Mine was in psychology. So to go from psychology to counseling, while there is overlap, the work was different. For instance, in psychology, it was much more factual and it was more black and white. But in counseling, it's a lot of gray areas. So for me, that transition was a bit more challenging because I'm like, regardless of how I feel, this is what it is. But in counseling, you have to be more aware of your feelings and just your beliefs. So overall, I would say for me, undergrad was harder just because it was just extra.
It was extra.
It was just extra. And grad school, it's a lot of work, yes it is, but it's stuff that...
It's relevant.
Yeah, it's what you chose to do. So undergrad is harder. So what are your future career endeavors / goals postgraduate school? So my master's will be in counseling with a concentration in school counseling. However, I'm pretty open to whatever. I'll be licensed to work in any K through 12 setting. However, I have the option to work elsewhere. Based off of the different interests that I have, I'm interested in like juvenile, like students that are involved with the juvenile justice system, possibly something like youth villages, maybe a community college, something with young people or young adults, just to help them to become more successful, like whatever that looks like for them. So I'm pretty open, but I know I'll be working with either children or young people.
My, I guess, short-term career goals is to work in some level of college student development, whether it's at a university, state college, or community college, or just preparing students for college. So whether that's in a high school or a different college-going based organization. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm definitely okay with it. I said this in the previous video when I quit teaching, but before I kind of felt like I didn't have a choice as to what I wanted to do for a career when I was teaching. I feel like I can just be a teacher, and I go from teaching to being an administrator, and it's like a one-way goal. Like now I feel like I have options now, and I definitely like having options for my career. And again, this is short term, so I have no idea what I'll be doing long term. I'm kind of open. I said it before, but I think I have an entrepreneurial spirit. I'm pretty sure I have an entrepreneurial spirit. So I don't know if I'll do some type of my own business. I feel like I have a bit more understanding of what I like and what I want to do after I graduate, and I don't have homework anymore. I'm tired of homework. But I think I have more free time to explore my interests and explore options, and to like network with different people who do different things for other like students and things like that. When are y'all gonna have a baby?
We actually got that question 3 times. So let's just clump them all together.
Oh,
when are the babies coming?
When y'all having a baby? Where are my grandkids? Or what are my grandkids' name gonna be?
And babies soon? How long?
So basically, when we having children, pretty much what y'all saying.
Do we want to have children?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
When? I don't know, like, I mean, because me and Kiera, of course we want to have kids, but it's the timing of it right now. If we had to pick right now, not right now, because we got a lot going on with school and stuff, and we graduate this year, so I'll feel more comfortable after I graduate. I don't have like homework, because homework is crazy, y'all, like for real. Homework puts you to sleep. It'll make you mad, it'll make you cry, it'll make you angry, like. So basically, we ain't having kids right now because of homework in school right now. That and money too, because kids cost a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm tired of getting this question. Not from y'all, but
it's like when you're married and you're young, like the first question is when you're dating somebody, is like when y'all getting engaged. So when you get engaged, it's like when y'all get married, it's like, okay, we got the wedding date, cool. After, like, probably immediately after the wedding, when y'all having babies. I'm like, bruh.
I would like to leave it very broad and say God's timing.
Whenever God wants to have kids.
Ask me again in like 2-3 years. 3 to 5 years.
5 years?
Okay, maybe 3 years.
Ask us,
from
okay,
now.
this is probably a better way to say it. Ask us after we graduate. Like once we graduate after we graduate and we have like a year to do out the dizzle, cause I want some freedom from the shackles of education right now.
So ask us 2 years from now.
2 years, yeah, 2 years.
2 years
I'm doing
from
2
now.
years.
What are my grandkids' names going to be? Laugh out loud. We'll share that as of now we are interested in unisex names, so that it doesn't matter like what we decide to have.
Yeah.
That can be it. However, they can always change, but as of now, we're interested in unisex names. So.
And I think we have twins too at some point. Why you look so sad?
Next question says, how did you guys know you found the one?
It's kind of funny because like, how do you ask my 16-year-old self that I knew you was gonna?
Yeah, I was thinking too because I was 15.
I mean, I said this before. I knew that I was gonna marry Kiera when I first started dating her. Like, I don't know.
Teenager?
Yeah, like 16. Yeah, I'm for real. I probably didn't say that, but I felt that. You kind of just know. You really can't. You can't put like a moment. You kind of just get the feeling. You know you found the one when you think about like marriage and you think about kids and you think about being together, like, and acting as one and not just yourself. So you think you care about that person, but you care about yourself. Right. So I feel like once you think about that and you feel that in whatever moment that is, whenever that happens, I think you found the one.
At least for me, I feel that those feelings or your thoughts, I feel like peace should surround it. So I always recommend praying about it. First off, I didn't necessarily pray at 15 years old,
right.
Lord send me my husband. I didn't.
Right.
At 15 years old, I prayed that I would pretty much stay focused on what I needed to stay focused on. No, I was not thinking about it. I really wasn't. And just focusing on God. Like, I literally prayed for that at 15 years old. And it was so funny because when we started talking, it was kind of like, was he eavesdropping on me when I was praying to God? Because I'm like we were just like, the conversation was just like, dang, you too? Like, dang, for real? So, I'm loud.
I'm so like, you out of the mud.
I'm excited.
Eavesdropping my relationship. Dang. I like.
Anyway, yeah, you just
know.
Peace surround whatever it is.
You get that feeling stirred up inside of you.
Right.
How do you know the male/female that you become fond of is all that you want/need? What about the danger of not spending enough time with yourself to know exactly what you want or need?
You have to keep it real with yourself. Don't be in denial. Keep it real with yourself. Because I feel as if many of the times in relationships, the red flags are already there, but you choose to ignore them because everything's all good. It's this new person. Yeah. No, keep it real with yourself. I'm not saying to be a critic and like bash every single thing. However, you know what you like. You know what you dislike. You know what you're looking for, what you're not willing to put up with. And just be straight up. Just be honest with yourself and with that person about it. And if you feel as if that person has most of the qualities that you're looking for, and there's a few that you're kind of like, whatever.
Everybody get that though. So.
Right. But you have to, the good has to outweigh the bad.
Yeah.
So you just have to be honest with yourself at the beginning about what that is for you.
What about the danger of not spending enough time with yourself to know exactly what all you want and need? Of course, you know what you want out of somebody else, but you also got to analyze yourself and look at your own qualities and say, okay, what am I bringing to the table? What do I need to fix before I insert myself into a relationship or a marriage? So if you need to prepare yourself financially or prepare yourself mentally or emotionally, take care of that. And if you are pursuing a relationship with somebody else, make sure that they know up front, like, hey, I'm aware that I have these deficiencies as far as like what could hinder a relationship. And if you are not prepared or ready to go into the relationship, that person might say, oh, don't worry about it, I can handle it, I can deal with it. I mean, that's cool, but if you know that you're not able and ready and that can be a problem that you think could arise, then still don't be selfish and say, okay, we can be in a relationship or we can get married. Then look at yourself first, make sure that you are as ready as you possibly can be, and then you can pursue the relationship.
Like, you want to be a unit, but also you want to be strong individuals as well. And the person that you're with should allow you that freedom and that space to grow, and also like support you in that. Yeah. So it has to be some type of balance. And if you do want space and time to yourself, that has to be communicated.
Yeah, make that known, please.
Yeah. What's the most valuable thing you have learned from your spouse that helps you be a better you?
Most valuable thing that I have learned from my spouse that helps me be a better me, I think the most important thing is just to enjoy life and like have fun and not be worried about life, because life got enough worries. I guess that's it. I mean, Kiera taught me how to enjoy life without worrying too much, to put it simply, I guess. I don't worry as much. And I think that comes from a spiritual standpoint.
Absolutely.
Kiera on a daily basis reinforces, you know, that God got your back, no matter what's going on, and he wants you to not be worried. He wants you to enjoy life and not necessarily endure life. My life is happier because of Kiera and her and her aura of not being worried and just enjoying life.
I would say one of the things is just being expressive and expressing what's on my mind, like what's on my heart, what I'm thinking about, what I'm feeling, because you can't hold that stuff in. And I know Marcus is really, really, really good at at, you know, letting me know what's on his mind and what's going on, how his day was, and, you know, like little small things like that, like just being open to sharing and just being vulnerable with people, specifically with him, and just being in a space where you're accepted and you're comfortable enough to open up. And I feel like that's been helpful. Like, I'm not ashamed to share how I feel. I'm not ashamed to share, you know, oh, I'm discouraged, I'm frustrated.
It's
like,
okay to have emotions.
Yeah, and not feel like, you know, you're being too emotional.
Right.
And, you know, just let it out. And he just be wanting to fix it. And I'd be like, okay, fix it then. And sometimes you can't fix it. It's just being in a space where you can share.
And get it out.
Right. So, and that's been helpful. It makes me a better person.
Since becoming married, what is the one thing that has become a ritual for the both of you? Example, my parents always watch the morning news together. But we don't have cable, so we don't watch the morning news.
That's easy. Give each other kisses before we leave the house. You know, like you were saying, like if we leave for long periods.
Yeah, long period of time. Because you don't know, you might not see
right.
your spouse again. I feel like we'll probably have more rituals if we, like when we had kids. Something's like consistent. Because you gotta be consistent when you're raising a kid. Or like a baby anyway. Like right now it's kind of like we all over the place. We in school, different work schedules.
That's it.
Like, yeah, the ritual at school, like that's the ritual. We get the same general schedule all week.
What bad habits
did we stop doing?
Just in general, I would say that I had a really bad habit of overthinking and overanalyzing to the point where, you know how you feel like you have to know all of the answers before you can bust a move? That was me. Now I'm kind of like, it is what it is. Either I know it or I don't. I'm gonna go for it. I can figure it out along the way. You know, yeah, I still like to know some detail, but it's not to the point where I won't move if I don't know anything. So
I used to like have big gaps in between when I ate. So like I'll eat. Why you? Go ahead. I'm like, need to eat something. I'll eat breakfast. And then like I won't bring like food with me to like class, like with as I go on campus or to work or whatever. And I just like I won't eat between like from like 6 in the morning to like 6 at night. And Kara was just like, no, you gonna eat something. We gonna meal prep, pack lunch, you know, whatever. And so now what I found is that I have a lot more energy throughout my day because I'm not eating every 12 hours and I'm eating every so often. And that's not even just like meals, it's like snacks and other like
brother. And then let me tell you what, this would be happening. This is a bad habit that impact the relationship. You come home hungry, I'm hungry. Like
my daddy.
Yeah, I'm like,
what we gonna eat?
Or if we out to eat, or if we're out and I'm kind of like, oh, I want to stop at this store. No, I'm hungry. I'm like, you should have ate. And I'm just like, no, like I'm not gonna deal with DeAndre right now. I'm not. I want Marcus. Like, calm down. Let's hurry up and feed you before you kill everybody.
So yes, I eat a lot more now. So I'm happy. Who snores? Who was the neat freak? I don't snore. Who snores?
Nobody.
Who? Can I answer the question?
I was trying to answer.
Okay, fine. We're gonna answer the questions One at a time. Who snores? Not
Nobody.
me. Not me. I snored one time. She got it on camera.
Okay.
One time.
So I said nobody, but since you want to go there, he does. Next question.
I don't snore, so if you know my sister, you know snoring.
Okay, come on.
Who is the neat freak? She's the neat freak. Who is messy? I'm messy. I've learned. I mean, I'm not messy. I just kind of like I'll wait till I like do stuff. Messy ain't as bad as it sounds, I guess. And neat freak ain't as bad as it sounds either. I mean, we're kind of normal. I don't think it's like an extreme like.
Yeah, it's not extreme.
Like icy white house. It's just kind of like.
No, like stuff put in its place.
Right.
Have I ever thought about starting your own counseling business? Who do you think gives the greatest advice?
The counseling business, I feel like you gotta be licensed for this.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't be licensed.
No. Yeah, counseling is not about giving advice.
You mean
in fact,
advisory stuff? Like
it's not about giving advice. You're not supposed to give advice
right.
as a counselor. But no, we have not thought about that. However,
this is our counseling business.
No. However, we have thought about
professional
like
school counselor in the making. No, it's actually.
Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, so no, we have not thought about our own counseling business. However, we have thought about other business ventures. It's not well thought out. It's just a thought right now. So, but no, counseling.
I can't counsel. I don't.
No.
Y'all gonna have me diagnosing y'all with depression and you're not
You can't
depressed.
diagnose as a counselor.
Exactly.
Unless
Well,
you
exactly
have
why I
that
couldn't be a counselor.
specific credential.
Exactly why I couldn't be a counselor. You can't diagnose if you're a counselor.
I mean, that's more so like psychologist, psychiatrist.
Basically,
I mean,
no.
but you can diagnose as a counselor. You just need to train. Okay, this is getting too technical. No. Who do you think gives the greatest advice?
Are you saying like between us or like in general? I think maybe it's more so like who would we go to for advice? I mean, for us, who do we go to for advice? We ask each other.
Yeah. So I say both of us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Because we talk to each other.
Yeah, I don't really have like. I mean, of course, if you like parents, the traditional stuff, you know, family members, the right family members. Read your Bible, like for like different how to deal with certain things if you feel in a certain way.
This is my best friend, like real talk. So, like I said, like I was serious about being comfortable with sharing like whatever is on my mind.
If you have a question that wasn't asked in this video, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below because we will try to answer that question. I mean, we answer all comments and questions below. So yeah, if you have a question that we didn't answer, ask it below, or we might include it in another Q&A video time from now.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 300. We at like 255 right now.
Something like that.
Something like that. So help us out, keep us growing, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Can you face the camera? No. Okay, now tell everybody what you got going on.
I got Barbie castle.
Okay. Can we go through what's going on in each room?
This is the living room.
This is the living room where everybody's
This is the
passed out. There's a bathroom. Okay.